What if a normal day in America suddenly turned into a moment of chaos and fear? What if students sitting inside a classroom suddenly heard gunshots echo through the halls? In just a matter of hours, two shocking incidents shook communities across the United States. One happened inside a university classroom in Virginia. The other unfolded at a synagogue in Michigan. Authorities say both incidents forced law enforcement agencies into high alert mode. Investigators quickly began searching for answers. Was this coincidence or something more coordinated? In today's video, we're going to break down everything that happened, what investigators have revealed so far, and why security agencies are now warning about potential lone wolf attacks. Before we dive deeper, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest global updates. The first incident took place in the state of Virginia, where what started as a normal day at a university suddenly turned into a nightmare. According to early reports, a suspect entered a classroom and opened fire. Students inside were caught completely off guard as the situation escalated within seconds. In an unexpected turn of events, several ROTC students reportedly stepped in and confronted the attacker. Their quick reaction helped prevent what authorities say could have been an even larger tragedy. Sadly, one person lost their life during the incident. Emergency responders quickly arrived at the scene, securing the area and transporting the injured. Investigators soon began gathering evidence and interviewing witnesses to understand exactly what led to the attack. But this wasn't the only alarming event that day. Just hours later, another frightening situation unfolded hundreds of miles away in Michigan. In West Bloomfield, Michigan, a suspect reportedly ran into a synagogue building. Witnesses say the situation quickly turned tense as the individual exited the building carrying a rifle. Security personnel at the location immediately responded to the threat. Authorities say the suspect was shot and killed by security after the situation escalated. Law enforcement agencies later described the event as a targeted attack. Though investigators continued to analyze the suspect's motives and background, within hours, both incidents triggered a nationwide response from federal authorities. The Federal Bureau of Investigation began coordinating with local law enforcement agencies to determine whether the attacks were connected in any way. Security experts say that incidents like these highlight the ongoing challenge of identifying potential threats before they happen. Retired investigators and analysts often point out that counterterrorism investigations can take months or even years to build. Authorities must gather evidence carefully, monitor suspicious activity, and ensure that any action taken follows strict legal procedures. However, one of the biggest challenges today is the possibility of lone wolf attackers. These individuals may act alone, often without direct communication with larger groups. Because of this, detecting warning signs early can be extremely difficult. Experts say this type of threat has become one of the most complex challenges facing modern security agencies. During the investigation, reports emerged that one of the suspects involved in related extremist cases in the past had previously been convicted of providing support to an extremist organization. Court records indicated that the individual had served time in prison, but was later released. This revelation has sparked new debates about how authorities handle individuals who were previously involved in extremist networks. Some analysts argue that once someone has been convicted in such cases, authorities should maintain long-term monitoring to reduce potential risks. Others believe rehabilitation programs and reintegration into society are essential for preventing further radicalization. This debate continues among policymakers, legal experts, and security professionals. Another major concern highlighted by experts is the power of online propaganda. Extremist groups have historically used digital platforms to spread messages, recruit followers, and inspire attacks. In recent years, global conflicts and political tensions have sometimes increased the amount of propaganda circulating online. Security analysts say this type of content can influence vulnerable individuals who may already feel isolated or angry. Because of this, Intelligence agencies around the world closely monitor online networks to detect signs of potential threats. PETA, even with advanced technology, preventing every attack remains extremely challenging. And here's something important to think about. Many of these incidents don't happen overnight. In some cases, warning signs appear long before the attack takes place. But the real question is, are authorities able to identify those warning signs in time? Stay with us until the end of this video, because we're going to explain why experts believe these types of incidents could become more common in the future, and what security agencies are doing to stop them. Another topic being discussed after these incidents is the issue of integration and community relationships. Some analysts argue that social isolation can make individuals more vulnerable to radical ideologies. Others emphasize that strong community connections and open dialogue are key factors in preventing extremism. This discussion has become part of a broader national conversation about how societies can balance security, freedom, and cultural diversity. Law enforcement agencies also stress that cooperation between communities and authorities plays an important role in preventing threats. When suspicious activity is reported early, it can sometimes stop dangerous situations before they escalate. Officials continue to emphasize that the majority of people in every community strongly reject violence and extremism. Investigators say it is important not to generalize or blame entire groups for the actions of individuals. Instead, the focus remains on identifying specific threats and preventing attacks through intelligence gathering and law enforcement cooperation. Federal authorities are now reviewing evidence from both incidents to determine if there were any connections or shared influences. So far, investigators say the attacks appear to involve separate individuals, but the investigation remains ongoing. Security experts warn that the modern threat landscape is constantly evolving. Unlike organized groups that operate with clear structures, lone actor attackers often plan and act independently. This makes them far more difficult to detect. At the same time, global conflicts, political tensions, and online propaganda can sometimes increase the risk of radicalization. Because of this, intelligence agencies continue to monitor potential threats, both domestically and internationally. The incidents in Virginia and Michigan serve as a reminder of how quickly situations can escalate and why security preparedness remains so important. From students stepping in to stop an attacker to security personnel responding rapidly at a synagogue. These events also highlight the courage of individuals who act during critical moments. As investigations continue, authorities hope to learn more about what led to these incidents and how similar situations can be prevented in the future. What do you think about these events and the growing concern about lone wolf attacks? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more in-depth global news analysis, make sure you like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.